slickers on, I'm coming in. Isn't it romantic? Sharing a towel.
Yes.
Good morning, face. They look nice together, don't they, our faces?
I'm not sure. Yours makes mine look battered.
Oh, now you're feeling old again. Any minute now you'll remind me that you're twice my age and then you get depressed. Then you'll tell me I should be living with a voracious young stallion and I'll get depressed. The only difference between you and me is that God hasn't decided what to do with me yet.
Oh, I see.
I'm like an unfinished painting, whereas you're complete.
That's because he's been working twice as hard on me.
And now you've got that lovely old canvas look.
It's a useful theory. I'll try to bear it in mind when some young yobbo shouts from his motorbike, "Wake up, Grandad." You left the top off the toothpaste again last night.
So I did.
And the soap in the basin.
The soap in the basin, wow. This could be the end of our relationship.
You're squeezing it in the middle.
Sorry, squeeze at the end. What do I do now? Well, there's more in the bowl than in the tube.
It's my fault. I shouldn't try to change you.
I tell you what, I'll have this bit and you can have all the rest.
Dear Mr. Bannister, I enclose a letter received from your wife's solicitor this morning. Perhaps you would be kind enough to instruct us as soon as possible. Dear sir, we have been instructed by our client, Mrs. A.L. Bannister, to inform you that she has applied for a postponement of the decree absolute date until further notice.
Anything for me?
No, nothing.
You get all the excitement.
Our client wishes it to be known that she is dissatisfied with the present arrangements concerning the settlement and that further discussions will be necessary to resolve the problem.
Do you mind if we eat on here?
Just coffee for me. I'll get something at the hospital.
When we're married, I'll serve you beautiful meals on silver dishes. We'll have dinner parties. You can invite all your snobby friends. And on winter's nights, we'll sit on a huge settee in front of a huge fire and... Sorry.
Sorry? Why are you sorry? I was eagerly anticipating what we could be doing on a huge settee in front of a huge fire on a winter's night. Or was it evening? Whenever it was, I'm sure we'll do it beautifully.
A joke to you, isn't it? Romantic rubbish. Something you did hundreds of years ago. Something you hoped you wouldn't have to do again.
Liz, you have this habit of allowing your mouth to make little noises before it's consulted your brain. Why wouldn't I want to do all those things again?
Because...
Because you haven't thought about it.
Because I'm jealous.
Oh, I see. But what of?
No, not jealous, frightened. Frightened of you going back to that house and finding that... Well, finding that you quite liked it. And that you quite liked Alice. And that you'd quite like to stay.
Why would I do that?
Because...
Because you haven't thought about that either.
Because you never say when we're married.
I haven't thought of anything that will significantly change when we're married, that's why. You'll still leave the top off the toothpaste?
I want to get pregnant right away.
What now, or will it do in the lunch hour?
When we're married.
And so you shall.
I want to be gloriously fat and helpless. I want to eat pickled onions in the middle of the night. I want to have one son called Julian and another called Garth.
Bloody hell. No daughters?
You got daughters?
I must remember not to repeat myself.
I've got it all worked out. By the time you're 53, it could all be over and done with.
Oh, very good, yes. Do I get a coffee break?
No coffee break.
It's going to be a lot of fun when we're married. Can I have the bathroom now, or will you be cooking lunch in there?
You can have it. Leo, Shirley said that older men and younger women make intelligent children.
Tell her the news was well received.
Well, she reads a lot, you see.
Yes. Well, all we've got to hope for is that the people who write what she reads know what they're talking about.
Have you seen Alice?
No. Not for a while, why?
Just that she hasn't run. Her washing machine and her steam iron and her lawnmower don't seem to have broken down lately.
I have noticed. What difference does it make? Her washing machine, your car, an emergency at the hospital. The days are full.
Is she beautiful?
Does it matter?
Seems to sometimes.
Yes, she's beautiful. Well, I think she is. Isn't it strange? Her face is becoming so vague. Whereas you... If someone asked me to describe your face...
Go on. Describe my face.
Lively. Peering. Staring into your soul like a little brown-eyed rodent.
People get rid of rodents.
Ah. So they do.
You think Henry Smith will mind you having lunch on his grave, Shirley?
Rumour has it you don't mind anything when you're dead. Cheers, Henry.
Cheers.
So, you were saying?
Oh, yes. I want to get pregnant, I said, right away.
Did he mind?
No, I don't think so. Moment of terror, perhaps.
And when will he be free to perform this miracle?
3 months.
Church wedding?
Do you think I should?
Why not?
It might frighten him.
A couple of Valium and he'll make it.
I wouldn't be surprised if his bleeper didn't go right in the middle of the ceremony. I suppose all these people in here were in love once.
Yes. Annie Lewis over there. I bet she was a raver. She's got 3 husbands in there with her.
That seems a bit futile, doesn't it? If this is where we all end up.
Oh, we don't know, do we? There might be an afterlife.
Must have been a bit difficult for Annie Lewis, arriving at the Golden Gate and finding all 3 of them waiting for her.
No, it wouldn't be like that. We'd probably lose our identity, our age, our past, our emotions, and become pure new spirits. No love, no sex, no aggro, just drifting around on little white clouds, eating stardust and drinking rain.
Is that all there is?
Well, goes something like that.
You mean happiness and contentment, a sort of mass euphoria?
That's it. That is your heaven.
You know something, Shirley? It really makes me appreciate all the misery down here.
All the aggro and the frustration.
The wanting everything and not being sure of anything.
All the disappointment.
All the fear.
All the will he call me tonight.
All the will she call him tonight. Should we go into town and look at wedding dresses?
I am sorry to intrude, Mr. Bannister.
Oh, Mrs. Healy, do come in.
Only I'm going home tonight and I wanted a word.
Sit down. As you know, your operation was perfectly straightforward.
Oh, I know, yes. You took the cyst and you left the ovary. With 4 kids, I'd rather you'd taken the ovary and left the cyst. But I suppose you know best.
Well, I think in this case I did get it right.
I met your wife a while ago in the cake shop. I knew who she was, so I introduced myself.
Oh.
She's a nice lady.
Yes.
Very elegant. You're a lucky man. Which brings me to my problem. I'm not living with my husband now.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's all right. I couldn't stand the bastard. I'm living with another bloke now, a nice bloke.
Ah, one of the threatened species.
The thing is, I don't want any more kids.
I remember you saying, yes.
I've done all that, you see. I want to be attractive now. When you're pregnant, you're about as attractive as a rugby ball, aren't you?
Mrs. Healy, if you'll remember, I did explain to you when you requested that we remove your entire reproductive unit. We don't like doing things of this kind to a young, healthy woman. The other thing is that I'm not a gynecologist.
I know it's hard for someone like you. Someone whose life is settled, smug if you like. But we're not just bodies for you to vivisect. We're people with problems.
Look, if you go to your doctor...
I don't want to go to my doctor, I've come to you.
Then he can refer you
I
to
don't
someone
want referring, I want recommending.
Mrs. Healy, there are certain ethics.
Oh, you can stick your ethics. The world's full of people wanting things. The government wants cutbacks, British Rail wants more pay, Greenpeace wants to save the whale. Russia wants to rule the world, and I want my tubes tied.
Hello?
Alice, it's Leo.
Oh, Leo, hello.
I'm at the hospital, but I must see you, talk to you.
Well, darling, not right now. I've got some friends here. You see, we're having a sort of lunch party.
Later then, will later be all right?
Well, I'm going to a garden party around 6.
I'll call in on my way home.
Well, darling, it's not...
Alice, you must be there.
Dear Leo, it was all so straightforward, wasn't it, you and me? I was always here, food on the table, shirts in the wardrobe. No games. Perhaps that's where I failed.
Well, it's going to be one long game from now on.
Looks good.
Yeah. All it's got to do now is taste good, too. They are top.
Oh. You know, I'm getting anxious about you. Your life is beginning to look cosy.
I've worked at it, Shirley. I've really worked at it.
You know, any moment now you'll be putting one of those baskets on wheels, the housewife's handcart.
Yeah, well, you'll be next.
You'll have to be clever.
Don't you worry. He's walking around somewhere.
I'd prefer it if you were driving around.
Oh, you're not turning into one of those disillusioned women who's going to marry for money, are you?
No. We'll have to have style, magnetism, muscles like a Rubens painting, a face like Michelangelo's David, and money.
Oh, go on. You'll walk in here with some pale, bearded leftover and you'll say, when he touches me, the earth shivers.
No, what I'm looking for now is a man who can make me cry.
How about a man who can make you laugh?
Well, they all make me laugh. No, I'm ready for a cry now.
Leo hasn't seen me cry yet.
Well, save it. It always shatters them, even at his age.
I've always managed to do it secretly.
You see, that's why you're so clever, you see. You hide your feelings. Mine are all on display. Handling me is like trying to open a bottle of champagne without making a noise.
You have been a good friend, Shirley.
So why are you telling me that? You're going to live on another planet?
Just that you always tell me the truth. I appreciate that.
You wait till you hear what I've got to say about you and your wedding day. The day of the golden handcuff.
Oh, shut up.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered together to witness the slow disintegration of this man and this woman.
That would be Leo to say he's on his way.
Wilt thou keep him, feed him, coax him, and generally run round after him until thou art totally knackered? Have a nice time.
Hello.
Liz?
Oh, sorry. The rodent's not here. The rat man called.
Listen, I'm finished here, but I'll be a little late.
Oh, why?
Oh, I have to do something.
What, at the hospital?
Yes. No. I'll tell you about it later.
How much later?
An hour, no more. Oh, by the way, I'm taking the day off tomorrow, so we'll do something.
Good.
See you soon, then. Bye.
Have you seen Alice?
No, not for a while. Why?
It's just that she hasn't rung lately. Is she beautiful?
Does it matter?
It seems to. sometimes?
Yes. She's beautiful.
Leo, you've just caught me. I was on my way to the garden party. Do sit down. I've changed the furniture around. You like it?
Yes. Alice?
Drink?
No, thank you.
Have you come from the hospital? Of course you have. You're always either going to or coming from the hospital. Leo, whatever would you do if the human body suddenly failed to fail? You're the only man I know who can't possibly enjoy his day unless somebody somewhere is throwing up.
I received a letter this morning.
You look tired.
I am not tired.
It's your face. It's settling.
Alice, I'm a human being, not something owned by the National Trust. Can we talk about the letter?
What letter?
From your solicitor.
Oh, that letter.
Why are you holding up the divorce?
I haven't thought of a reason yet.
It says something about the settlement.
Oh, does it? Cheers. Isn't it a lovely day, Leo? Do you like my hat?
Must we discuss your hat?
But of course we must. These things are very important to a woman. Especially a woman like me. After all, I'm on the threshold of a new adventure.
I quite like your hat.
Good.
What adventure?
Why, Leo, the one you planned for me. I'm still an attractive woman, you said. Men will still look at me, you said. And you were right. Yesterday I counted 5. And that was without the hat.
Alice, I won't listen to this rubbish. I came to discuss the divorce. Look, I have arranged for you to have money, the car, the house, and its contents.
Oh, you mean the furniture I've been polishing for the last 25 years?
I worked for it, you polished it.
You enjoyed working for it. I hated polishing it. All things are not equal, Leo.
All right. What do you want me to do? Shall I give up my work, move back in, and spend the next 25 years polishing the bloody house? Will all things be equal then?
Don't be silly, Leo. It doesn't suit you to be silly. I was thinking of Amsterdam today.
I will not hear about Amsterdam. Every time I come to this house, you are waiting with your little Where We Did It atlas.
A man in the hotel restaurant kept staring at me.
Oh, Alice.
Excuse me, you said, and you got up with amazing dignity.
Oh, dear God, there's no stopping her now.
He was eating sprouts when you punched him. I remember because we found one later up your jacket sleeve. And then that night, we walked around the red light district.
Alice, will you stop?
I've still got the red garter you bought me. I've stopped.
I woke up this morning to find this
And I
letter
woke
from
up
your
this morning
solicitor.
to
I can't
find
get a
that I-
word in. You go droning on like an engine with its choke out.
And I woke up this morning to find that I had a new feeling. It's called bitterness. Do you remember what you said about that, Leo? A bitter woman, you said, is like an orange. No matter how carefully you peel it, it squirts in your eye.
Can we talk about what I woke up to find?
You woke up to find her.
I found this letter.
I see she still doesn't iron your shirts properly.
There is such a thing as too properly, Alice.
Like me, you mean?
Yes, like you. This house is more aseptic than the theatre I operate in. I've seen you get up in the middle of dinner to wipe a finger mark off the window. You used to descend on the dishes while we were still eating from them. Once bitten chops and unfinished puddings whisked away in their prime. It was like living with a magpie. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Let me go, Alice.
Is she beautiful?
No, something else.
I was beautiful. I want you to suffer, Leo.
Oh, I'll do that all right. Every time I look at that bright young face, I suffer.
And when she goes?
I shall retire gracefully from the great opera of life. I am singing my last song.
Give me the letter. Promise me something.
I'll try.
If she goes, give me a call. Nothing binding. Just a meal somewhere. A last warble together before we leave the stage.
Providing you allow me to finish my pudding. Liz! 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 Liz!
There's your meal.
Oh, very nice, thanks. Am I dining alone, or shall I empty some out for you?
It's no good, Leo. I may be half your age, but I'm also half the fool you take me for.
Am I going to be allowed to explain?
How many other times have you been round there? Is that why she hasn't run? Because there was no need. You've been sleeping with her, too. Well, men of 50 have to prove themselves, don't they?
Did you work that out for yourself, or is it something Shirley said?
Let me tell you something. I don't have to spend my life with a middle-aged child. So, go back to your wife and your daughters and your house. Go back to the things you know.
These are the things I know. You, this flat, that bird, and a tossed trifle.
I don't doubt you'll find some other woman to take my place. Perhaps you could expand. Another flat. And another woman.
That's all I need, yes. The flying doctor. Liz.
Don't touch me, Leo.
Are you going to hurl my food at me like this when we're married?
When we're married. Even I haven't time to wait for that event. Where's my teapot?
It's up there.
Leo.
It's all right. Everything is all right.
You don't look